What up? Did St. Patrick's Day get canceled? What's good? It's Tuesday. It's March 17th. You didn't die from the corona, did you? You still breathing, still kicking? Well, then I guess we can still kick it. Did I mention tomorrow is the 18th? That's my birthday. I guess. Nobody really seemed to be paying attention to the days of the week. People is home. People's immune system is weak. But I can relate, cause I caught it too, and I admitted in yesterday's vlog. How about you? We gotta keep it real with ourselves and each other. Gotta be the truth, my brother. What's up? What's good? Fresh 2020. Ooh-wee. Daily vlog. It's episode 60 something, man. I'm losing count. And forgetting to upload. Yesterday I talked about my illness, which is documented from my vlog. The day after Valentine's Day, the 15th of February, when I came down with this yucky bug. And this was before the widespread corona panic, but after talking to people, comparing notes, anecdotal evidence, listening to the experts, all this data combined together, I think I had it, y'all. And I went through my whole experience on the vlog, but a couple things to note. I was diagnosed with asthma at 11 months old. I've been dealing with respiratory issues my entire life. And unfortunately, a lot of people grow out of asthma. I never really did. I grew out of certain types. Like so when I get sick of any kind of sickness, it goes to my chest. It attacks my respiratory system. If my allergies are acting up, it'll kick up my asthma symptoms, right? Exercise. If I exert myself a lot, then I could have it. That's the only part that I really grew out of that I don't have as bad. Like if I'm in shape, if I have stretch, the weather conditions are good, I can exercise, play tennis, whatever, without incident. Other than that, I'm in that high risk category, right? So I had a phone appointment with my doctor. I got my prescriptions. Like I said, they treated it as if it was a bacteria or a virus. Nobody swabbed me, nobody tested me for anything. But I did get a chest x-ray because I told him I had a history of asthma. Wrote me that prescription over the phone as well. So I went into the doctor facilities to get my x-ray done, and I wore a mask because I was like, you know what, this is the worst type of illness I've ever felt. This feels different. I don't want anybody else to catch it. Nobody that is compromised. So I was wearing the mask because I had symptoms, and I was trying to protect the public from me, which is what I'm told is the correct way to use the mask. I didn't have the right type of mask, I don't think. Whatever. So the results from my x-ray, which I forgot to say last time, came back positive for pneumonia. 2 lobes on the right side. I don't know if y'all know this. Left side where your heart is, you have 2 lobes for your lungs. Left side you have 2. Right side you have 3 lobes. So I had pneumonia in 2 lobes on the right side, and I could feel where it was. Like I consider myself to be pretty in tune with my body, so what's going on, I can sort of feel it. I can't diagnose myself perfectly every time, but I'm very comfortable knowing like what something is or isn't. And I knew that I had a problem in my lungs. I was like, respiratory infection. If you're spitting up stuff that's clear, then you don't have a bacterial infection. If you're spitting up stuff that's yellow or green, you do. I'm oversimplifying, of course. My advantage is my mother is a respiratory therapist, and she grew up with severe asthma, so she learned the field, was able to treat herself better, was able to treat me. Think of the blessing that is, right? To have like a debilitating condition, potentially deadly condition in asthma, and your mother is an expert in that. How awesome is that, right? So I have a lot of knowledge and experience and insight about respiratory issues that I feel like a lot of people may not have. So I'm grateful for that. I'm told this, I have no idea, this is speculation. I'm told if you look at an x-ray of somebody that has corona, you can tell by looking at the x-ray versus just pneumonia, corona pneumonia. I have no idea if that's true. Not a clue. I am not a doctor. I am not an expert on infectious diseases. I'm simply relaying information this time that was told to me. I never looked at my x-ray. They took the images. My doctor looked at it. He called me. Was like, "You got pneumonia, bro. It's gonna suck. You're gonna have to rest, take it easy, drink a lot of water, blah blah blah. Take your medicine." They gave me the antibiotics. So they gave me antivirals too, because I had the flu-like symptoms. My gut told me not to take those, and I didn't. So if it is a virus, if I had corona and it is a virus, why do the antibiotics help me? Within like 6 hours of taking them, I started feeling some type of relief. It took over a week to get better, but I had some kind of relief. So I'm extremely encouraged that I'm very confident that I had it, some form of it, whatever, and that I got it from my kids who had a cough that lingered for a while and a very low-grade fever. My fever got up to 105. So being in that high-risk category, respiratory problems, I'm very encouraged that I fought it and beat it, was not hospitalized, but I felt how bad it was. Like, those body aches were not regular body aches. That headache was not a regular headache. The cough that I had was not a regular cough. I was spitting up phlegm every 30 seconds. Like, I was literally nervous to go to sleep a couple times because I was like, what if I don't cough it up and I drown in my own phlegm? That was like the worst of the worst when I was feeling my worst. That's how I felt in my head. That's what was going through my head, And men, we don't like to go to the doctor. We don't like to go to the hospital. But I felt that had I gone to the doctor, had I gone to the ER or the urgent care, that they would have kept me. That they would have admitted me into the hospital. And I also worry about people that do get admitted and they just kind of, they sort of let their vigilance down, let their guard down. They're like, oh, the doctor's taking care of me, I can relax. I feel like maybe some of the fatalities from corona, some of them could potentially be that they're not fighting because they're relying on that IV that the doctor gave them, the medicine that the doctor gave them. You know what I'm saying? There's not enough ownership taking over our own health. I firmly believe that. Is that an excuse of why men don't go to the doctor? No. I'm just oversimplifying and I'm overgeneralizing my opinion. Okay? What else? Oh, so I had a lot of time to think. While I was sick, while we're dealing with this voluntary quarantine. I don't even want to talk about my thoughts on that because I was told by somebody that I'm being too pessimistic about it. And I don't like to be right, but every prediction that I've made in the last week about how this is going to play out has been correct. And the person who told me I was being too pessimistic sent me an article and they were like, oh, bro, you called it. You were right on the money. But anyway, so I had a lot of time to take stock and thinking what's my mindset? What's my mind state? I'm going to be a year older tomorrow. I'm old, bro. I'm old. Tomorrow I'm going to be older. And the number one thing that I kept coming back to was grateful. And I know, oh my gosh, it sounds so cliche and corny to say, but it's true. That is that's the top feeling that I'm feeling. And it is because of my children. They are amazing, beautiful children, kind-hearted, smart, healthy, happy children that love me. And that is the source of so much joy, And I don't know if I told you this before, but a lot of people, especially entrepreneurs, they have a moving target. of what success means to them. You know, some people it's a certain number, or it's a certain size house, or a certain car, or whatever, something, accomplishment, achievement, a degree. And I realized for me, it's the prospect of having grandkids, right? If I am blessed enough to live long enough that my kids want to have kids, and they have kids, and I am a grandfather, and I get to hear them laugh, hear my grandchildren laugh, I feel like that will be success. I feel like that will be like you won at life, and everything else is a bonus. And that is a perspective that is somewhat new to me. You know, for the longest, financial independence, that was my benchmark of success. You know, when I don't have to worry about money, I don't have to check my account every few days and make sure I got money, like that would be success. But things like this, you know, a pandemic, a crisis, it shifts your perspective on a dime. You can't help it. And you know, I'm not saying that this has opened my eyes and made me realize what's really important. I'm not saying that. But I'm saying that gratitude keeps coming back to the top of the pile as to my mindset, my mind state. And as I, you know, have a birthday tomorrow, and I don't like to celebrate birthdays. Something just feels false about it. I'll get into that another time. Psychology at play there. But yeah, man, to know that my babies are good, that's all the birthday, you know, that I need. And hopefully I'll get to spend some time with some more of my family members, extended family. If hopefully some of my predictions do not come true, and they can easily travel to me. They're all, you know, drivable in state. And yeah, just keep rocking, you know. Grateful to have another trip around the sun. Grateful to have, you know, be motivated by the optimism of leaving the planet better than we found it for the sake of our children. So yeah, man, that's really it. Just gratitude, get ready for his birthday. Wondering, did they cancel St. Patrick's Day? I think I have one Guinness left in my fridge, so I will definitely drink that as my own personal celebration of St. Patrick's Day. But man, I got things to do. Appreciate y'all rocking with me. The vlog has been it's been fun, man. I'm enjoying it a lot. I know that I'm rambling, that I talk too much. I've been told that I like to hear myself talk. So maybe I got the perfect gig here doing a vlog. Fresh 2020, that's the code, baby. That is the code. If you want to go to canatonic.co and check it out, man. I'm hearing a lot of great reviews, a lot of fantastic results, anecdotally, of course. But get yourself some instant savings, man. This is for y'all. The content is for you. The freestyling is for me. And just because you call it freestyle doesn't mean that it's free. Can you dig it? Can you dig it? Event was canceled, so I guess there's no admission. VIP or GA, I didn't get a ticket, cause I always go through the back entrance like Spike Lee at MSG. I guess they just was in the mood to annoy me. I got so many years up under my belt, you wouldn't even believe. If I was to be an actor or work in Hollywood, I would definitely lie about my age and say that I was younger, and just act like I'm excited. The hunger, you can feel it in the lyrics of a brand new hip-hop rapper or MC. Don't need to be on TV, BET, MTV, or VH1. Really, YouTube's the best network around, and I'm trying to build up my channel for fun. Yeah, and I appreciate y'all rocking with me. Every like, every comment is a piece of love, and I'll accept it as a gift. A presence is a presence, kiss my ass. Shout out to Kanye. Shout out to all the creators. Shout out to Bvtman with a V. I bought some of this man's beats, but I don't have the files with me, so I'm playing it from YouTube. But this one is fire. It's the cycle. And don't you even thinking about buying this. This beat is mine, motherfucker. I'm saving up and buy this motherfucker. Love you guys. See you tomorrow. Peace.